Hi there, I'm Dr. Evelyn. You know, at my age of 50, or your age of 70 or 80, just waking up and feeling your feet firm on the floor is a silent miracle that we sometimes forget to be thankful for. I want you to imagine this. Our body is like an ancient orchard. The heart is the water source, and the blood vessels are small canals winding through to bring the sap of life to the most distant leaves, your toes. But over time, debris accumulates and mud fills in, weakening the flow. Today, we aren't just talking about medicine. We're talking about clearing the flow so that the sap of life can circulate strongly again. Are you willing to spend a few minutes with me listening to the silent cries for help from your own feet? 5 red flags from the body's suburbs. 1. The cold from deep within the veins. Have you ever wondered why, even in the bright summer of California, you still have to wear socks to bed? Many of my patients say, "Evelyn, I'm old, my blood is thin, so my feet are just cold." But no, that is a disastrous misunderstanding. Imagine blood vessels as a city's heating system. When cholesterol plaque builds up, atherosclerosis, the warm blood cannot reach the farthest alleys. Cold feet aren't just a feeling, it's a sign that your cells are starving and severely nutrient deficient. 2. A chaotic symphony. Ant crawling and numbness. A patient named Sarah once shared with me, "I feel like I'm walking on clouds, or sometimes like thousands of tiny ants are marching under the skin of my feet." This is when the peripheral nerves send out distress signals. When there isn't enough oxygen from the blood, the nerves start to short circuit, sending erratic signals to the brain that we perceive as numbness or tingling. 3. Intermittent claudication, the betrayal of the arteries. In medicine, we call this intermittent claudication. Imagine you're walking to the grocery store, and after about 30 feet, your calf suddenly cramps as if someone is squeezing it tight. You stop to rest. The pain disappears. You keep walking. It reappears. That's not ordinary muscle pain. That is the betrayal of the arteries. They have become stiff and are no longer flexible enough to expand and provide more blood when you exercise. 4. The colors of stagnation, bulging veins and waxy skin. I want you to observe your legs under natural light today. If you raise your legs and they look waxy pale but turn dark red or deep purple when lowered, that's a traffic jam in your blood. Bulging blue-purple veins aren't just a cosmetic issue. They are evidence that immense blood pressure has damaged the vein valves. If this pressure isn't relieved, it will form deadly blood clots. 5. The scar of time sign. When healing falls asleep. Have you ever had a tiny nick from clipping your toenails that stays red and won't scab for 3 to 4 weeks? At this age, the body's ability to heal itself depends 100% on blood circulation speed. Slow healing is the clearest evidence of a weak flow and an isolated immune system. Golden keys from nutrition and lifestyle. Vitamin B. 12. The sap of life for clarity and endurance. In the U.S., we call B12 the vitamin of mental clarity. It helps create perfect disc-shaped red blood cells to squeeze through the tiniest vessels. Since B12 absorption decreases as you age, take it in the morning with breakfast to wake up your nerves and circulation. The unclogging duo, vitamin K2 and vitamin C. Think of vitamin C as the welder that cleans and strengthens vessel walls. Meanwhile, K2 acts like an intelligent traffic cop. It catches stray calcium molecules, which cause arterial stiffness, and directs them back to your bones. Niacin, B3, and the magical flush. Vitamin B3 can instantly dilate vessels. You might feel a slight warmth in your face after eating B3-rich foods, but don't worry, that's just your tiniest capillaries opening up to welcome the blood flow. The 30-minute rule, an auxiliary pump for your heart. Don't sit too long in front of the TV. Every 30 minutes, stand up and do 10 calf raises. This acts on the calves, known as the second heart, pushing blood back to the heart and relieving tired vein valves. My dear friends, our bodies don't need expensive magic potions. They need kindness and patience from their owner. A deep breath, a glass of warm water in the morning, and active feet. That is the true philosophy of longevity. I want you to promise me one thing. Tonight, before bed, spend 5 minutes massaging your feet. Thank them for walking with you through decades of life. When you love your feet, the flow of life will naturally find its way back. If you found this helpful, please share it with friends of our generation. I'm Dr. Evelyn, wishing you warm feet and a peaceful heart. See you in the next lush streams of health.